for the Kikuyu nation to accept that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is their leader, in quotes I cannot substantiate. They said Uhuru championed a unit to go and save their people in Naivasha in 208
yes,
classes.
Politics, I know in politics, history is very important.
Yes.
And a lot of things that happens in politics are usually because of the history.
Yes.
Of how things have been happening.
Yes.
If at all Raila came into power by the thing that you told us in forward, even the clip that is very viral on TikTok when he's hiding with the kofia.
Yes.
It happened in Thika Stadium.
Yes.
I came to know of that very recently when I was going through history.
Yes.
Do you believe it should happen the same in Raila's situation, or should he at least pinpoint someone and say that for me, the way President Moi did, he said for me, nazataka mchague Uhuru Kenyatta. Should Raila also do the same, or should he just allow history to happen the way it happened during his time, so that the perfect man mwenye ata come out of that battle alive and strong is the one who now should be the heir apparent? Inakuja Tongo Nguvu, I go by the name of Ochino, the only Kenyan who is a man, a boy, and also a friend. And of course, when you see us seated here, it's because we're having a conversation that you've requested for us to have. And today we're having a conversation surrounding the enigma himself, Mzee Raila Amollo Odinga. There's been so much talk about his health, his state of health. In social media, a lot of people are saying different things. A lot of people who defend Raila are also answering different things. And today, to discuss this matter, we have the one and only Mr. George Aliet.
Yes.
George.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante.
The last time we sat here, it went so viral, and a lot of people wanauliza, who is this man?
Yes.
He seems to be very knowledgeable. He talks with a lot of authority.
Yes.
In regarding to Kenyan politics, and especially things that do with the governance.
Yes.
Umekuwaje since the last time tulikaa na wewe?
I'm okay. It is only that there are so many things that are underway. So we have to up our game to survive. That's why at one point we've taken a very little time for us to do a meeting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, going into the topic of today, because it's going to be a short topic, because it's only one based on one topic, that is Raila Amollo Odinga.
Yes.
And his influence in the country, and especially Luo Nyanza. When the issue of his health came up on social media, some people are saying that he's admitted. Others are saying he's admitted in UK, he's admitted in Dubai. Some people are saying he was admitted in Nairobi hospital, he's in critical condition. And it's like it created a lot of jitters in government, in the opposition, in his support base, people who don't support him. Why is it the case?
I've always told you again and again that in Kenyan leadership setup, the other time I did say, if Raila walks away today, I think you remember that clip. Raila is one person you cannot avoid. And if you see the way people are trying to discuss Raila's absence, I don't call it Raila's health, but I call it Raila's absence. Raila has decided to take sabbatical leave, both verbally and visually. And with this, naysayers will talk anything. And this one tells you the caliber where Raila is. Yeah, and that's why at many times I call him a spiritual leader. Yeah, they call him enigma. Give it all the names you can give him. But it's one person you can never assume anywhere. Because like the other day I did tell you, when Raila listens, people ask why is he quiet. When he talks, they're asking why is he talking. When Raila sleeps, they ask why is he sleeping. Now, being Raila is a very big problem. And it has not started today. It emanated right back from when the first vice president of Mheshimiwa Kibaki, the late Wamalwa Kijana. Wamalwa Kijana did depict in his conversion in parliament at one point that Raila's friends and enemies are more or less equal. And he did talk of Raila's phobia and Raila's mania. So the emotive question about Raila's absence is because of the status that Mzee has. And that's why people will always say everything. But I think equally, they do say, when I give a report of my family background, that is the naked truth. These others are just rumors. Ida Odinga did give us information about Raila's health after people have talked a lot of things about Raila. So according to me, I stand by that. Yeah. Raila is well, is doing his things. Yeah. Any other thing, to me, is a rumor. Yes.
And the way you've put it rightly so is because the conversation should not even be about Raila's health, but Raila's absence.
Yes.
and being imminent that at one point it will happen that he can come and retire. Some people are saying that he can retire, as you say, they even go abroad, they just live abroad for the remainder of his life and not be active in Kenyan politics. Or the natural way, he can also reach a point whereby natural way he proceeds on to the next, he passes on. In terms of the Nyanza politics, in terms of the Kenyan politics, for you as Judge Aliet, what do you foresee happening if at all that time comes?
On issue of Raila passing on, what will transpire after that, I think that's a bridge we are going to cross when we are there. But let me assume Raila, this version of Raila taking a leave in the political fora. I can tell you, to me, that one is not feasible. A soldier is always a soldier. Yes. Raila is resting, he is going to remain in politics. Be it he comes out in the platform or at the backyard, equally we still want to know what his position stands. Yes. In terms of Luo politics, let me go by the version of that is now inactive. He might not per se be absent, but he might be inactive based on age and other parameters being considered. But I can tell you, in terms of Luo politics, we've never had a vacuum. It is only now then it is wrong and premature, vague and ambiguous to start thinking of taking the mantle of the Luo nation when Raila is still there. For the Luos, we always say, you cannot inherit a woman whose husband is still alive. So try to think along that line. It's like doing that. And to us, that is a taboo. How can you come and inherit my wife and I'm there, even if I'm a senile? It is not feasible. Not unless you don't cherish African fabric. Yes, if you emanate from the west or the east, we can give you that benefit of doubt. But with us, it is static as such. You can never purport to inherit a woman whose husband is still alive. It doesn't matter the status of the husband. Now, in terms of the Luo nation, let me tell you, in an event Raila becomes inactive, we've never lacked leadership. We don't have a vacuum. With us, it is not written, it is tradition. We don't have lacuna in our traditions. Yes, it will remain as such. Because even if I take you back to how Raila ascended to be our leader, Jaramogi, his father, didn't he give him the baton? If it was the baton, then it could have given it to Oburu. I can only remember a time when Jaramogi passed on, that was in 94. In 94, in the pecking order of the Ford Kenya as a party, we did have the first vice, that was Paul Muite then. Of course, he defected immediately after Jaramogi losing the election. Then Wamalwa became the first vice. Then at that time, Jaramogi passed on. So when there was more or less emotive debate of the section of the party hierarchy, then it came up and that Wamalwa decided to support Orengo then, when Raila tried to talk. At that time, remember, Raila was a deputy director of election in Ford Kenya. Deputy director of election in Ford Kenya, not even the director. But when Wamalwa decided to defend Orengo, he told Wamalwa, oh, my friend, you didn't know what I was thinking at the back of my mind. I just wanted your post, not the Orengos. And that's where the turmoil started. So with that, this thing ended up to, the history is long. They went to Thika. The arbiter was Manasseh Kuria. It was Hogwarts. It was chaos everywhere. If you go and retrieve those clips, Raila hid under the table. It was mess everywhere. And that's the time when Raila came back after seeing the former president then, Moi then, decided to team up with Wamalwa because Raila was becoming a thorn in his flesh. So Raila read that from 18, then decided to vacate Ford Kenya and sought for a re-election. The first, and I've never seen another one. Another MP who's defected to go and run in a new party. It is only William Mzee defected from Ford Kenya, went and bought NDP from the late Olode and recaptured the seat at that time. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the scenario is not about a kingpin being given. This is God-given. Yes. These are the people making noise. Already the clamor started. There are those who are even praying Raila to die today. thinking if Raila passes on, they'll assume the Luo leadership. It is neither here nor there. I only liken them to the move of Jeroboam, the son of David, who wanted to assume his father. If you go and read 2 Samuel from 15 going onwards, you will get the history. Jeroboam ended up dying like an hyena in the forest. Yeah, reason being, you can never purport to clinch leadership. There's this narrative people try to propagate that leadership is taken, it is not given. Even however much it is taken and not given, at one point, it comes with the God's blessing. And that's why sometimes I'm a very good student of the Bible. Are you getting that? Because like if you go to the history of those who subscribe to the different faiths, you go and read the Hindu Gita, you go to the Jews Torah, you come to the Islam Quran and our Bible, you'll get some of this history. The only version is the dialect and how they are being propagated. But in a nutshell, what is being propagated is the word of God. Are you getting what I'm saying? So leadership equally is given, anchored on what God guides us to do. It doesn't matter which faith you subscribe to. You even go as far as reading Hosea 8:4. You get some of these things I'm talking about. It is not from nowhere. It doesn't, don't mean that without Raila, or with Raila, we can never get another leader. But we'll get after he's gone. The only thing is that that button is not given. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the narrative. But I want you to believe me. Even if Raila passes on today, whoever feels that the Luo nation will scatter, that person is daydreaming. We are going to amalgamate behind one of our own who is going to come out at that time. God doesn't leave his people alone. Even the time Jesus went, he did promise his people, I'm going to send for you the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit. And equally to his words, he gave out they did send the Holy Spirit. And that's what is trying to help us run our endeavors.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also is the fact that, yes, politics, I know in politics, history is very important.
Yes.
And a lot of things that happens in politics are usually because of the history.
Yes.
Of how things have been happening.
Yes.
If at all Raila came into power by the thing that you told us in forward, even the clip that is very viral on TikTok when he's hiding with the kofia.
Yes.
It happened in Thika Stadium.
Yes.
I came to know of that very recently when I was going through history.
Yes.
Do you believe it should happen the same in Raila's situation, or should he at least pinpoint someone and say that, for me, the way President Moi did, he said, for me, nazataka mchague Uhuru Kenyatta. Should Raila also do the same, or should he just allow history to happen the way it happened during his time, so that the perfect man mwenye ata come out of that battle alive and strong is the one who now should be the heir apparent?
What I know, and I'll tell you this for a fact, many a times, the heir apparents are not being nominated. Leave alone even the Luo nation. Just go even to the Rift Valley nation, holistically the Kalenjin nation. As at this point in time, it is very clear that the kingpin as at this point in time is the sitting president. But as history had it, if at all wishes were answered, currently we expected Gideon Moi to be the heir apparent of the leader of the Kalenjin nation. So that one equally might be ripple in our end. But the only thing I know with the Luo community, the Luo community needs somebody who is aggressive, ruthless, vibrant, somebody who can show the way and brave. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the only dynamics that I might not be very clear about is that with the Raila's case, the person who was the king then didn't live to see the successor. Are you getting that? So in an event, Raila is going to be there. After I've taken a leave from active politics, I don't know what is going to transpire, because basically I can tell you, he might need to nominate somebody to take that seat. But that one is now pegged on either the moral support and either faith the Luo nation has on him. Are you getting that? And the vibrancy of this guy whom is nominated.
Yeah.
Yes. But in an event, it's not there. I think it is going to be chaos messy, because I know how our people behave. And the only victor is only one person with the two characters, two things. One, this guy must be moneyed and ruthless.
Yeah.
If you have the two, you'll do it. You are moneyed and ruthless, you'll do it. But you don't have money and you are not ruthless, you can't.
So there's nothing like you'll not be brushing shoulders with people. You're the perfect leader.
This thing is not about perfection. It is not about perfection. Do you know why level-headed people don't lead? Level-headed people, somebody who reasons 1 + 1 in marriage is 1. Yes, they take it from the Genesis 24. A woman will leave her parents and a man leave, then they are 1, and then they come together, they are 1. But you come to arithmetically 1 + 1 is 2. Are you getting what I'm saying? So this thing, if you are level-headed, you can't. Yes, for the Kikuyu nation to accept that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is their leader, in quotes I cannot substantiate. They said Uhuru championed a unit to go and save their people in Naivasha in 208 classes. The people who are castrating Luos there with the broken bottles, and the people who are cutting people's heads, it was said, I cannot prove, yes, but it was said, it was Uhuru who spearheaded them by so using CTO per buses. So this thing brought this version of this person is our leader. He's our brother's keeper. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the narrative of taking that mantle is pegged on your aggressiveness, how ruthless you are, you can contain a community. And even this one, it's not even Kenya alone, even replicated internationally. The commentators did say why Trump defeated Bill Clinton. Was it Trump or who? Nani? This guy, the guy who ensured that Clinton was not nominated, Trump. Are you getting that? Because these people are reasoning, when it comes to safety, this woman cannot help us. So besides the fact that she was level-headed, she had all the qualities, without sex notwithstanding, but there's another factor that played out to the electoral colleges. Because if you check the popular vote, Hillary Clinton won by 2 million. Had her age against Trump with 2 million. But the electoral college decided otherwise.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? And some of the reasons they were giving, they cannot trust American leadership with a woman. They are not sure of their safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that safety matters a lot when it comes to leadership.
Yeah.
Yes.
But as you've said it, that person must be ruthless, that person must be managed.
Only two.
Then there's the factor of anatoka wapi. Like there's the, yes, number one, the region might not matter at all, but also it might matter. And also number two, the political alignment in terms of, can this person be outside ODM? And if at all they are from ODM, should they be within the top leadership? Because when they wakitoka huku chini, let's say for example a person like Babu Owino or a person like Raila Amollo, they might have all these things, but then again in Luo Nyanza there's the thing of in terms of the leadership, in terms of the hierarchy, in terms of uko wapi, where do you rank? Is that also a factor to consider?
Let me tell you, party's issue is a very big factor in the Luo nation. In fact, the first trust you are given to lead a community, our immediate denominator with the biggest percentage is the political inclination. Because we believe development emanates from leadership and liberty emanates from politics. Are you getting that? And let me tell you, in the Luo nation, as long as you are not in the ODM party today, it doesn't matter. That one alone reduces your rating. Yes. So that's why you've never heard people talking about people like Evans Odhiambo Kidero. Are you getting what I'm saying? You will not get them. Like today, you start talking about Raymond Omolo. To me, I might give both of them consideration. But the kind of the Luo I know, where I come from, their first denominator is that you cannot be trusted. You work with outsiders. Yes. I think you are following the social media.
Yeah.
How the Luo community comments about Babu Owino. Today, they've even branded him. He goes back to Delhi. He's an Indian. He's stopped to be a Luo. Yes. They'll tell you, this thing, they look at it practically, right from even your family setup. How is your family? Can they trust you with the leadership? They'll now come and ask about You being Delilah and who? Samson. Huh? How would we know when you entrust with the leadership? If the wife you are having is not a Delilah, who is going to go away with your strength and we remain with the nothing?
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying? So there are so many things. So if you follow leadership, that's why sometimes they say we cannot entrust Orengo with the leadership. Because our things we are going to discuss when they are in their good time with their partner, better half, they are going to give out our secrets. So some of these things the people look at them. And that's why when it comes to real issues leadership of the Luo nation, I can tell you, the first trust comes from the leadership setup, the political one. Which party are you? So if you are in ODM, that rating, you are the best among equals. Yeah. So it is you to play your cards right. But if you are in another camp, now they'll say you are a mole, you are sent to come and auction us and take us there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, okay, let's not talk about the Luo Council of Elders issue also in this.
Yes.
Then we finish now with the fact of, if at all we don't get that candidate who ticks all these boxes,
yes,
what is likely to happen after that? Talking about the Luo Council of Elders, it's one of the things that for us young people, when you hear the Luo Council of Elders, you just see it as a group of old men who maybe are just there to maintain culture and all that. But in the succession plan or in choosing the right heir apparent, what is their role? Do they have a big role, or whoever the masses will choose, they're the one who they will endorse?
I think I'll go by your first statement. They are just there to maintain our culture. Their role is neither here nor there. Yes. Because even if you get them, there are people who sometimes still depends on the stipend from the leadership. So they don't pull shots. The only thing I really like them with, like Raila now, whenever Raila wants to make a decision, sometimes he consults them. But that one does not mean per se, whatever direction they give you is what Raila takes. They come up with a harmonious decision that is both compatible with them and the leader who's called them. Yes. So in terms of leadership of the community, then they are not, their role is minimal.
Yeah.
If I might give them, it could be around 10%. Yes.
Okay. Because there are a lot of people also who are saying that
you see,
they have the influence.
No, that one hiyo ni story ya jaba. Haiko. Because let me tell you, if you are using a car that I'm the one who's bought, what will you tell me? I decide where you go to for a retreat. If probably the community's spirit decide, not Aliet, it is you. Huh? And I'm the one who is bankrolling you. I'm the one who is bankrolling. Are they going to go by you? Because the community says. They'll go by what I say. Yes. It is neither me or never. The same thing came with Gachagua and Mheshimiwa Ruto when they were nominating a deputy. Yes. You remember that history very well. All the MPs, except around CU2, decided on Gachagua. But he said, if it is not me, it is going to be messy. After some consideration, Mheshimiwa Rais decided, let me take him. But I'll dispense him at the right time. Yes. Let us pass with you this, cross with you this bridge. Then I show you my middle finger. So that's the way politics is. Yeah. In fact, leadership, even of these communities nowadays, they are politics. You can get one person takes money and go and bring the council of elders for a retreat. Then endorses that person. But the person they are endorsing, it is them who's endorsed because they have been given money. But the ground, ukisikiza ground ya DCP, it is different. Yes. And that's why things sometimes goes through the dogs. Yes. So their irrelevance came from there. Yes. So that's the way it is with our community. If things are going to go the way I've known it, then one, it is wrong and premature, ambiguous and fake to purport to be succeeding Raila. Raila is still there. But even if Raila is not going to be there, to me, I believe his spirit is going to guide us accordingly. Yes.
You said a lot of things, and
Yes.
you said things that also personally to me, I wasn't seeing them in that direction.
Yes.
Finally, as we finish, because today it was rather a short interview, as we finish, if at all the parameters that you've laid down since we started this interview don't fit in one individual, is the Luo Nyanza politics likely to morph into a situation where, like the current Western politics, whereby we have a kingpin in Vihiga, we have a kingpin in Bungoma, we have a kingpin in Kakamega, we have a kingpin in Trans Nzoia, such that we don't have that one central point of leadership? Is it likely to happen if we don't have a person who will fit the bill that you said? And if at all it happens, will it be the first time that Luo Nyanza has not have one central point of leadership?
On affirmative, I'll tell you no. We can never go that direction. The Luo nation is always a Luo nation. There's no Luo B and Luo A. We don't have sub-tribes in Luo nation. Mjaluo ni Mjaluo. Awe mweupe, awe mweusi ni Jaluo. Is just one guy who is proud hata kama ana baiskeli. Utajihisi ana jeep.
Yeah.
Yes. Anaishi chini ya carton lakini atakwambia analala kwa maisonette. That is us. Ours is very simple. When the time comes, we need to nominate and have another leader after Raila, just in case. Ours is very simple. We identify all that we want for that leader to have. Among wale watu watakuwa wanang'ang'ania, tuta identify moja. Hao wengine ni kiboko na kukanyaga na wanatii. The only difference, why, that's why I've told you Aluo ni Mjaluo. Mjaluo ni Mjaluo.
Yeah.
Huh? Ushaona? What normally happens, Jaluo can never replace integrity with privileges. Hakuna. Our birthright, no, we don't sell. Unanielewa? So, ikifika, time imekuja imesema ni Mheshimiwa Evans Odhiambo Kidero. Hao wengine ni kiboko. Because for us to deny you that platform is only to deny you the audience. Whenever everywhere you go, we beat for you drums like for the sending the devil away. Then you face only the thin air. That's the way it is. Because we can never purport. We cannot behave like lawyers anyway. We cannot. Because our lawyer brothers, their dynamics are even different. One, they are level-headed. Two, they are not abrasive. Are you getting that? So it is, in fact, they're in a lukewarm situation. They want, they don't want, you don't know. But with our people, you can't get such a situation.
Yeah.
Yes. It is the people who are around who are going to beat you fast. So after beating you, because the truth be told, one of the things, you cannot lead us if now people are going to lobby and you want us to fuel your car. We start from there. You cannot lead us. The worst case scenario, I'm not praying it happens.
Yeah.
The worst case scenario, we have a problem with the border of the Kisis or the Kalenjins, and you are hiding in Nairobi. We expect you to be in the battlefield. Are you getting that? So if you don't have this, forget. Because this thing started a long time. No, it has not started from today.
Yeah.
We did have Jaramogi, we did have Tom Mboya. It fizzled out. When Raila was coming up, somebody came up in Kisumu known as Oile. Those ones we did have. But what happens? They fizzle out. Ours is very simple. I've told you, the Luo nation is such a unit that is intelligent. If you cannot convince them, confuse them. Part of confusion is kiboko.
Yeah.
Because for you to marshal support, what happens? Lazima uwe na followers. So the immediate thing, we cannot beat you, but we'll beat your followers.
Yeah.
Until now they say, ikifika hapa, bwana ukitaka kuongea kuhusu Aliet hapa, because we go as far as hata kuchoma boma za watu. Yes. How was KANU contained in Luo nation? You are singing KANU's narrative, hiyo bomba yote imeenda in flames. Hatukusumbui. Tukipata tu unaimba KANU hapo, hiyo boma inachomwa. Then it goes that way. So hata hii, there was the first by-election of, they were then, by that time I think it was called Nyatike. The MP then was I think Tom Obondo. He was the first defectee in the new constitutional order of multipartyism. After I'm a native of single party Dijua. When he defected from Fort Kenya back to Kanu, there was a by-election. And money was there, my friend. And those are some of the times Raila started assuming the leadership. Raila was leading the Baghdad's. It reaches at night when the Kanu brigades are coming top of lorries singing Yogo. Then people comes out there, they are given money. They did it twice. The third day, you come out, you meet Kichapo. When you meet Kichapo thrice, four times, the deal is over.
Yeah.
When they come the fifth time to sing Yogo, you are not going to be present because unakumbuka what happened.
Yeah.
So you don't know the watu wa Kanu ama the watu wa Kichapo.
Yeah.
Yes. And it ended up that way. So it zeroed into Kanu holding meetings in people's homes at night. Just hold that meeting at night. Let it go viral that you held a meeting at night. By midday, that home is in shambles. Kila kitu imechomwa, and I thank God those days ilikuwa nyumba ya manyasi. Yes. So that's the way it is.
Yeah.
With the leadership of the Luo community, we are not going to dangle it. Yes. And there's nobody from outside. We'll use amount of influence and money to ensure that we get another leader. No. We are going to get one of our own. Then if it is a matter of negotiating democracy, like now we have Ruto.
Yeah.
Let me assume, coincidentally, uko mbele mbele. It happens we need another arrangement. The person we are going to come up with is the one who is going to proceed with Ruto. It is not him going to bring for us. Yes. He doesn't understand our language. Yes. Huh?
I think out of this interview, as somebody who's watching, maybe who is not a Luo, maybe they are Luo, but they don't know the Luo history.
Yes.
They might be seeing you as a person who is very fixated in terms of you don't believe that leadership, the type of leaders that the Luos have been having can change. And you believe in the old traditional Luo leaders in terms of they must tick all the boxes. But also from a person who understands the Luo culture and a person who knows what Aliet is talking about, they can be that Aliet is very right. Finally, as we conclude now, to the person who's watching, to the young leader who's watching, and maybe from the things that you've said, wanaona ni kama they are not fitting the bill. For a leader to mature enough, what are some of the parameters that one must look at for to say that this leader is mature? Finally, when you finish, is it because he's now married, amegoyo dala, he has his home, that he's now financially stable, or maybe he has been elected like for 2 terms, he has been a minister? For a young leader now to say that now I am able enough, I'm fit enough now even to even contest for this national politics, to contest for the leadership of the whole Nyanza region, what are some of the things that he himself as a leader has to look at, kama ni vitu mbili zenye lazima tukimalizia?
Thank you very much. Just the way you've depicted, the truth be told, lifestyle, the life is evolving. It isn't inertia. It is true there are people who will fail. I'm still in the old school. But there are people who feels what I'm saying is factual. The truth be told, leadership is transcendent, yes, but you can never truncate. You reason, this is old school, this is new school. You are starting from where? With which information? You have to start from information, then you grow. For me to be in politics, I've followed it for some times. Some of these things, it is not that I'm genius. No. There are things I'm talking about I did see. What I'll tell you, just from the way David became a leader, even Moses became a leader, look at their history. They were molded from somewhere. For Moses to go and lead the Israelites, God ensured through a system for him to be bred in the palace. So that when he's being sent back there, he understands the palace.
Yeah.
When David was given the mantle, there was somewhere David started. Are you getting? So at the end of the day, I'll say, if God plans it, it is not a must you have to be old. But at the same time, some of these things, this thing we call experience, it comes from how you've been engaged in the terrain for some time. Because one of the challenges, you say we've undergone civilization. The globalization aspect, tunaita utandawazi, emanates from how the gradual life is, how life evolves. And so this kind of evolution is what has brought campaign has become very expensive. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So it is only rocket science. You can get somebody of 25 or 30 having the enormous financial muscle and then to manage his or her campaign logistics. If he or she has at one point hizo vitu zimekuwa factor na the old school one.
Yeah.
A person from old school. And this person of old school will not factor in resources pasipo kumwelekeza jinsi ya kutumia resource. So meaning bado anaendeleza the old school mindset. Ushaona? So at the end of the day we cannot link. And that's why sometimes you realize many a times young people start some things, then they fail. Like also when it comes to politics. Because you come with your ideology. But in Africa, Mali, una realize it is not about mental prowess alone. You need the logistics. And this you don't have them.
Yeah.
So if at all you are going to come up with a team to help you fundraise, then there is this old man. Are you getting what I'm saying? And that's why we can never detach from them.
Yeah. And
that's the same way somebody wants to become a business mogul. It is very easy to be bred by already an existing business mogul. That person is going to show you his or her own networks. But if you holistically start homogeneously, you might reach there, but you'll reach after so many years.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's the aspect that is apparent. And for us to grow, sometimes we have to read from some of these scripts, kusudi tusonge. Yes, but beware. However much you have a different mindset, this mindset also is corroborated with the old mindset. We might be having, like now, our population index is more or less 70, the young guys.
Yeah.
But these young guys, you realize, however much they have the numerical strength, like women. But the end game, they're being controlled by a few cliques, these old men. Because some of these things they have to do involves resources. The people who are having resources are these ones. So if you fail to toe a line, they are going to buy those your fellow young men and confuse you with them.
Yeah.
Then they have their way. Yes.
I think that's a perfect parting shot.
Yes.
For this interview and also for the people who are watching. I hope they've learned a thing or two. I hope they've also been able to know the Luo history in terms of now the succession politics and also in terms of where it originated from and where Raila Amollo Odinga also has emerged to be one of the top leaders that he is even today nationally. Na tunashukuru sana George Aliet for coming. Na I hope tukikuta tena.
Sijaguza Ruto leo.
No, actually today nilikuwa nataka tusiingie into the and all. And I saw you as the right person to have this conversation because it was a conversation that has been creating a lot of debate sana online.
Yes.
Na tumeshukuru sana for coming.
Thank you.
And also for our viewers, if you haven't supported, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, if you don't watch our videos, these are some of the conversations that we usually have in this channel. And I hope you've learned a thing or two. And for this and much more conversations, tafadhali, keep it here, keep it locked. Till next time, I've been your host Chino, the only Kenyan who is a man, a boy, and also a friend. We are out.